Alrighty, we're here with SD's combination tripod and monopod. First thing you've got to know about this thing, it is tall. This thing is currently level with my kitchen refrigerator. That Canon camera that's mounted on top of it is peaking just barely above the fridge. I've got my other camera mounted on top of it, which is how you can see this towering view of it. It's also very high above my kitchen table and my kitchen chair. If you are going to be shooting with a lot of stand-up shots, if you're a tall person that needs a tall tripod to complement you, this thing is the perfect fit. It is huge. It's got a lot of great features that you will see with a lot of higher-end tripods, and it also has some convenience of allowing you to also use it in different functions, such as that monopod we mentioned. Also has a lot of different ways that you can adjust your shots. Let's take a closer look. So I want to give you a view of this as it's completely extended. You've got all of the legs fully pulled out, and it's also got that middle mount for the camera fully extended up. Look at that. It is just towering over everything. There's my refrigerator to the left, so you can really see that this thing is tall. So we're continuing our look at it. I'm going to show you just how you can actually control the height of this middle mount, and it just is a quick little tightening and loosening on this little middle section right there, and boom, you have this thing adjusted to its normal resting height. These legs of the tripod have a special feature that you only see on some of the higher end models, and it is this little switch on each of the legs. If you flick that up and you actually raise it, you actually can get this tripod to sit. There you go, you hear that click. That actually will let you mount this tripod and set it up at a much steeper incline. That actually is to allow you to have this tripod in use in environments where you have very high winds or other weather that may potentially pitch the tripod over. That actually allows you to set this tripod up at a steeper mount, and then also keeps this tripod from falling over in the wind. It is very handy for those shoots where the weather just is not cooperating. Look at that. It just is ready to go like so. That is the full steep incline right there. I'm going to move my hand so you can see. That is actually how steep you can go with this thing, and it would just rest back like so. So it really can put up a fight against some of the weather you may encounter in some of those outdoor shoots. Now you can still, of course, just take it back to its normal tripod height by just taking those switches and just letting them go all the way down, and boom. You have three different notches there that allow you to customize just how steep of an incline your tripod will rest at as you're going. This middle leg right here also happens to be the detachable monopod leg. All you have to do is just, as the instructions describe, you just unscrew it like so, and it comes apart, and then it would mount on this middle leg right there. And then to put it back, you just screw it on and lock it nice and tight to have your third leg back for your tripod. Putting the tripod away, it actually reduces to a surprisingly compact size. You just make sure that all of the tripod legs are closed completely. You use those switches we mentioned earlier to fold them around upside down like so. They go completely up like that. Ba-ba-boom. Look at that. It's completely collapsed now, and it goes inside the included carrying case like so. And voila, you're all set. Your tripod is completely put away, and you have a nice little strap to be able to carry this on your shoulder as well. Looking at the back end of this tripod, you get quite a few options for customization and how you set your camera mounted above. First off, this knob right here actually will release that little plate that you're mounting with. It just loosens up like so, and it just comes right on out. And to take your camera out, there is a little screw on the bottom that you just twist off, and boom, there's your mount plate, your standard 1/4 inch mount. And to put that on again, you just would slide it on in there like so, and you just tighten that bad boy right on up to get it going there. You also have a complete 360 rotation available. You have measurements right there on that lets you see just what angle you have this tripod rotating at. Very nice. I have not seen that on any other tripod that I've owned, so that's a handy addition to have a full 360-degree rotation on there. This knob right here actually will control the plate mount, how it is angled, and you can get it all completely rotating thanks to that ball and socket mount. And as you can see on there too, you have a level right there with the little bubble inside that makes sure that you get the angle that you want if you want to make sure that your camera is completely level before you begin shooting, just to get that little bubble lined up inside the circle, and boom. A nice little handy dandy feature that comes with this tripod as well, you have a cell phone mount included. I've got my LG V20 that's just mounted on there like so, and look at that. It's a pretty big phone and it handles it no problem. There's also an additional mount on the front of that cell phone mount if you wanted to mount it to be facing down instead of having this vertical mount. So SD's venture into tripods here, quite a nice find. You have that additional monopod functionality if you want to switch up how you're shooting. The thing is just absolutely the best in terms of getting that height that you need. This thing can get tall, and it also has a lot of different customization for the plate mount that allows you to really angle your camera any way that you would like to, or rotate it with that full 360 degrees. Quite a nice find. I'm definitely happy with it. This is going to be my go-to tripod for any of my professional shoots that I do for the future.